In early May 2026, emergency medical teams scrambled to a bay off the coast of Mindelo, Cabo Verde. Anchored there was the MV Hondius, a cruise ship carrying a locked-down population currently facing a cluster of severe, unidentified illness. This data maps the current toll against the total ship population. While only 8 passengers have confirmed cases so far, 3 have already died, revealing a high mortality rate. A cruise ship is a sealed loop. When an active pathogen enters that kind of closed environment in international waters, it creates an immediate containment crisis. Initial lab tests identified the pathogen as a hantavirus. Normally, hantaviruses follow a strict biological rule. People almost exclusively contract them by inhaling dust contaminated with rodent droppings, typically in dry, rural environments like old barns or sheds. This creates a biological contradiction. Modern cruise ships, with their sanitized buffets and climate-controlled cabins, do not harbor rural rodent infestations. The answer came from genetic sequencing. The passengers were infected with a rare strain known as the Hondius virus. This specific variant bypasses the usual environmental requirements. It takes a localized hazard and turns it into a mobile threat capable of traveling directly with its human host. The Hondius virus is a biological outlier. Out of all known hantavirus species, it is the only one capable of jumping directly from one human to another. This transmission model shows it doesn't pass casually. The virus requires prolonged physical contact to link two people. Compare these tight proximity rings to airborne viruses like COVID-19, which fill a room with an invisible aerosol cloud. It lacks the explosive spread of a respiratory aerosol, but its reliance on sustained physical contact makes it a silent, persistent threat given the right environmental conditions. Those exact conditions match the daily reality aboard the MV Hondius. A cruise ship operates through shared spaces, from tight corridors, small living quarters, and communal dining rooms, mandate the exact kind of sustained physical closeness the Hondius virus needs to move. The World Health Organization has assessed the current public health risk to the broader world as low, but the threat to the passengers and crew trapped inside is critical. This timeline illustrates a hidden variable, known as the incubation period, the delay between the moment someone is exposed to the virus and when they actually show symptoms. Because of this gap, health officials expect more cases to surface. The ship's physical architecture acts as an epidemiological amplifier for this specific viral strain. To manage an outbreak of this complexity, coordination shifts away from the port and over to Geneva, Switzerland. A cruise ship in international waters creates a jurisdictional tangle. It carries passengers of dozens of nationalities across maritime borders, making it difficult to determine who legally has the authority to respond. This is where the international health regulations come into play. The IHR is a legally binding global playbook designed to navigate this kind of borderless legal vacuum. When confronted by a biological threat, national borders and local laws can become irrelevant. Global treaties provide the necessary baseline for human security. Activating the IHR mobilized an immediate response. The first step was inserting a specialized WHO medical expert directly onto the ship to evaluate the passengers and crew. But evaluating them created a logistical hurdle. Testing an entire cruise ship population for a rare pathogen requires specialized diagnostic equipment that most local ports do not stock. To solve this, the WHO initiated a rapid supply drop, acquiring 2,500 specialized testing kits sourced directly from Argentina. This map traces the outward distribution network, showing how those kits are being routed to laboratories in 5 different countries to quickly process the outbreak data. It takes a multi-continental logistics network spanning thousands of miles to track and suppress a pathogen at this microscopic scale. The final phase of the operation is developing step-by-step guidance to safely unseal the ship and allow the healthy passengers to return home. The WHO Director General emphasized that disembarkation must be handled carefully, treating the remaining passengers with dignity to prevent panic and social stigma. The MV Hondius outbreak serves as a real-time stress test for the international health regulations. A mutating virus does not respect a maritime boundary or a passport. Containing these threats relies entirely on systems of borderless cooperation and